Hello and welcome to another podcast from the Arts Cafe. I'm your DJ presenter, Steve Jones. Okay, so how is everybody doing out there? It's a very early July 2022. The 1st of July today is when I'm doing this. So I don't know when this will be uploaded onto the internet. But it has been a very wet June so far. Wouldn't you know, the 1st of July also bringing rain. So what are we talking about today? Well, years ago when I was a kid, I remember if you were at home during the 6 o'clock news, or if you were in the back of the car on a very long journey and you couldn't keep it together, you kept doing things with your hands or you kept messing around with stuff, your mother or your father would tell you, stop fidgeting. That's what they would say. They would tell you, stop fidgeting, settle down. And it's ironic that in today's world with the kids, one of the biggest selling toys is what we're talking about today. It in itself is an art, and they are basically fidgets. So after me being told as a child, stop fidgeting, now kids are being encouraged to fidget. They're even making toys that are called fidgets to make them fidget. How different things are. But let me tell you, let me go through some of these. Okay, so basically, as I know it, the first one that came out, I'm not going to tell you a year because I cannot remember. I think either sometime between 2014 to 2015. I might be wrong, but I think the first one that came out was that year, maybe 2016, but it basically was a fidget spinner. I have one in my hand because I'm so addicted to them. These are like stress balls, but with a unique artistic look. At the moment, the fidget spinner I have in my hand is plastic, it's black and white, and it's like a triangle. It's got 3 prongs out of it and a centerpiece that you hold between your thumb and index finger, and with the other hand you basically spin it around. You can probably hear it there, I don't know if you can, and if you bang it off the table, lights come on each of the 3 prods. And so I'll put that back down. I have another fidget spinner here. It's dark blue with silver rings, again 3 pieces out of it, but this one is steel. It has a plastic centerpiece, but it is steel, and you can balance this on the tip of your finger as it's spinning, and it is incredible looking. And basically the other one then that I know that got very popular after the fidget spinner I've just described and had in my hands there is the puppets. And they are very, very stress relieving. So basically they're like, well, first of all, they just first came out in a plain tray look, like a rectangular square look, but now they're making them, you know, unique, like in the shape of teddy bears or in the shape of various different fun shapes. But basically what they are is, it's a bunch of, it's like, do you know the bubble wrap that you would get when something's delivered? And an adult might take that out, or a kid or teenager might take that out and just keep popping them. It's basically designed like that, except they pop on the other side of the tray, so you can turn them over and re-pop them all again. And that's all the kids do. They just pop, 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 pop. That's all they basically do. That's a very good selling common one. And what else have we got? We've got okay, fidget spinners, puppets. We've got another yoke called a monkey noodle. And let me tell you, a monkey noodle is crazy. Because it's like, how would I describe this? It's like a bunch of multicoloured strings, basically. That's what a monkey noodle is. And you pull them, and you stretch them, and you curl them, and do you know what they remind me of? I tell you what they remind me of. When I was a child, I don't know if you can get them now, swizzle sticks or fizzle sticks or something like that, where you would eat them. They were sweets. But monkey noodles, you don't eat these. You don't eat these. They're definitely not edible. They are, again, they're a stress relief. They're an art in itself. So, yeah, we've got the fidget spinners. We've got the fidget spinners are my favourites. The actual triangle, three-pronged, especially the ones with the lights. They're my favourite. You've got the poppets and the monkey noodle. Yeah. And I mean, monkey noodle come in various different colours, but and sizes, I think. Like some you can get small, some you can get really long. You can turn them around and curl them into like like a horseshoe shape. Then there's obviously the squishy. Squishies are a type of fidget, but actually, did squishies start even before the fidget spinner? I actually think squishies started before that, but they became part of the fidget collection by different companies. But the squishy, I mean, now you're talking every variant of animal, creature, colour, size. I mean, some of them are about the size of an adult fist. Some of them can be actually twice the size of an adult fist, and some of them can be as small as a little, as small as your first joint of your thumb. But basically, yeah, they are what they are. You hold them, say you got one that's like a panda or a polar bear or a little cute puppy. They are what they are what they look like until you grab them, you squeeze them, and until they become like a mush that you cannot recognise. You either leave it in the palm of your hand or put it down on a table and slowly watch it revive itself and come back up to the shape it was. You keep repeating that for basic meditation, stress relief purpose. And then what else we have? We have the Slinky. You know the animated Toy Story? The character in that called Slinky. That's basically what it is. Now, I remember a type of Slinkies when I was a late teen. But these are different. Slinkies in the Fidget collection have been varied with colours, shapes and sizes. But the most popular of them, I guess, would be the fidget spinners themselves, the poppets, which are, the companies are bringing out the poppets more and more variant than ever before. And the monkey noodle, actually, they're making them as variant as possible as well. And I think the paw munchie, but anyway. So, why are the companies having such a success with these being sold to today's children? Why are they an art? How are they an art? How things are so different. When I was a child or a teenager, if I heard the word mental, or if I heard the term mental health, I would automatically, in my mind, have the vision, oh, a person in a straitjacket, locked up in an asylum somewhere that can never get out. That's the image and the consensus I got when I heard mental or mental health. That's the norm. That was the norm. That was it. But nowadays, when you hear the term mental or mental health, it could be your normal Joe Soap still in a working position out in a factory somewhere, or it can be a very young child or a teenager that are in a school, a normal school, not a special school, And it's basically your everyday conversation now. Oh, that has been brought out in order to help our mental health. Well, the COVID restrictions, the self-isolation, that wasn't very good for our mental health now, was it? It's like it's just tossed around so much. It's even used, and I want to make this perfectly clear. It's overused today as an excuse to get away with crime. It seriously is too much. Okay? But anyway, that's just my interpretation of it. Look, I'm running out of time, but that's what today's subject was. Stress relief, fidget spinners, puppets, monkey noodle, paw munchie, squishy, slinky, stress balls. They're all been marketed for today's child and teenager because it's an art. It's an art in itself. It's a very clever marketing piece, siding with today's frequent used term, mental health. Until the next podcast, guys, take care of yourselves and take care of each other.